Hello team, welcome back. And today we are going to discuss about Docker images tagging, or we will see the importance of Docker images tags in Docker. So let's start with. So very first, we will try to understand what exactly are the Docker tags. So Docker tags are just like a version of your image, right? Whenever you perform a git commit, you define a particular specific message and git specify a commit string with your commit. So in the same way, Docker tag is basically a version of your image that convey a useful information about the specific image, version or the variant. So basically when you are saying we are tagging a particular image, then basically we are defining the version of that particular image of Docker file. Docker images don't have the name. So basically Docker images don't have any name. If you will execute a command Docker images to list out all the Docker images, then you can see we don't get any column like name. Let's see. So we are on a console, execute a command Docker images. See, we are not getting any column specifying the name. We are getting columns like repository, tags, image ID, created, and size. So repository is the name of parent directory, which is the name of file system you have. And tag is specifying the tag of that particular repository. Image ID is the ID which is being generated when you push your image over the Docker Hub. So basically Docker images don't have any name. So what is the combination of the Docker image and tag? So tag always associated with the latest image ID. So tag associated with this particular image ID. So this particular image ID has the tag 5.7. This particular image ID has the tag latest, right? So Docker images don't have their name. This is the repository. This is not your image name, right? So tags specify with the image IDs. Now next question which may comes in our mind, so how we can tag the Docker image? So there are two ways. First, you can tag the image when you are building your image, right? So during the building process of your image, when you are pulling your image over the internet, over the hub, then you can specify the tags. And the another way of tagging is with the help of Docker tag command. So image can be tagged explicitly as well with the help of command like Docker tag. For this, you need to execute a command Docker tag, specify your image with a specific tag. It is optional, and specify your target image name with a specific tag. This is also an optional. So let's see how we can execute this command. So we'll go to terminal, and over here we can see we have a list of images. See, right, we have a list of images. So we have an image Ubuntu, we have a single image of Ubuntu, right? Now suppose I want to tag my Ubuntu image with the specific name. So I will execute a command docker tag, specify the source image name which is Ubuntu. Now you can need to specify the target image name. Suppose I'm defining Ubuntu test. Hit enter and it's done. If you will again execute a command docker images, then you can see a new image is being created, right? A new images is being created with the same name like we provided Ubuntu test. This has the same size because we copied that particular image and renamed it. And you can see once we didn't specify the tag after the image name, it took the latest. So suppose you want to create a specific tag, then you can use a command like this docker tag, and suppose I want to tag MySQL 5.7 image. So I can see MySQL 5.7 is present in my local. I can tag it like MySQL Anshul dot test, right? Hit enter. Again enter the docker images command, and you can see a new images with custom tag test is being created, which is similar to MySQL 5.7. So by this way you can explicitly tag an image. Let's move to our next page. So now we have another question. When you don't specify the docker image tag, so what happens when we don't specify the docker image tag? So we have already seen If we are not defining any tag with the Docker image, then by default it takes the latest tag, right? So Docker has the implementation. If you are not defining your custom tag, then it will tag the default tag latest with it, right? But it must be tagged in a Docker. Now we need to understand the consequences if we are not defining the tag. So in the previous lecture, we have discussed about the Docker image layers. Now suppose you are working on an application and you are creating the Docker image of your application, and your application is using Ubuntu Debian base system in a base image. So you need Ubuntu Debian base image as a base image in your application. Now we assuming that Ubuntu is not providing the tag with their images, then you need to choose the Docker Ubuntu latest image in your base image, right? So every time when your customer build your images, it will download the Ubuntu latest image. And if Ubuntu is pushing their code regularly on their images, then it may possible at some extent your application will be break because your code is not tested with the latest code of the Ubuntu. But if Ubuntu is providing a tag with their images, suppose Ubuntu is providing the tag like 3.0, 3.1, 3.2, and you have tested your image with Ubuntu 3.0. So you will specify that image 3.0 in your base image. So every time your image will be built with your customer, then it will download the tested image of the Ubuntu instead of the Ubuntu latest. So there is a lot of benefits of using the tagged in a image. It will help you to maintain the version of your system. It will help you to maintain the production like image, testing like image, staging environment image, or QA environment image. So you can specify the image tags. With the help of the tags, you can specify the version which may be compatible with the different kind of environments. So maybe one of your image may be compatible with the production environment, one of your image may be compatible with the testing environments, one of your image may be compatible with the Mac OS, one of your image may be compatible with the Linux, maybe one of your image may be compatible with the Linux Ubuntu base, one of your image may be compatible with the Linux CentOS. So there could be a different kind of application which is required over here. So it is the best way to tag your image. If you are tagging your image, then you are maintaining a specific versions of your image which is fully tested and qualified by your testing team. So this is the benefit of using the tags in an image. Thank you, team. Thanks for your time.